Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mayowa, and today I'm going to be talking about how to design a fashion collection. Now, as somebody that has designed like 3 to 4 different fashion collections, pre-spring 18 collection, my spring summer 18 collection, my SS19 collection, SS20 collection, and the one I just launched recently, which I titled Essentials for You. So for someone with that array of collection, I feel like I have the knowledge to be able to give you some fashion tips on how to design your own fashion collection. Now, to design your own fashion collection, there are like 5 different components that you need to consider, and one of them is to consider who your target market is, like who your target is, who exactly you are making this collection for. You think about the gender of the person, could be male or female, the age grade. You can do like maybe okay, I want to make this collection for people within the age of 18 to 25 or 35 to 40, because the truth is that you really cannot make a fashion collection for everybody. If you are saying, oh, you want to make a clothing design, like you want to do a design collection for everybody, just means that you are really literally not doing it for nobody. So you really need to categorize it and have a niche for you, for yourself, of okay, who are the people I'm trying to make these clothes for, what is their typical day like, and what type of are they employed or they are students, and what industry they are currently in, what is their typical day like. Okay, is this person, you consider the temperament, is this person an introvert or an extrovert or an ambivert? So when you follow those guidelines, to find out the target of people you want to make these clothes for, it kind of guides you to know what type of clothes you make for the person or for the individual. So let's say you have your target is, oh, okay, I want to make I want to make this design for a girl between the age of 18 to 25. This girl is an extrovert. She goes to work Mondays to Fridays. She works in the finance industry, and she goes to work Mondays to Fridays. On Fridays, she kind of unwinds after work and goes to the club. On Saturday, she goes for she has tea parties with her friends or something like that. On Sundays, she goes to church or she hangs out with a certain type of people. So you kind of lay everything down, so you already know who exactly you are making this design collection for, even before you start. Now, the second component you need to consider is the inspiration / color story behind the collection. Now, inspiration, it can also mean like the concept behind this design collection. So your inspiration can be anything. It could be from your travels. Oh, maybe you travel to South Africa and then you kind of liked the culture there, the way people dress there, or it could be behind like a concept, or behind what will I say? It could be behind okay, you want to do like a collection around gender equality, or it could be a design collection about social issues and all of that. For example, the concept behind my pre-spring 18 collection was the Wallflower series, and then the actual name of the collection was Wallflower series. Now, if you look at the word wallflower, it typically means someone who hides in the background and all of that, somebody that doesn't really want to be seen. So I kind of built that collection around that wallflower that is trying to get away from that background, somebody that wants to move away from that background and bloom, somebody that wants to be seen, that now wants to be seen. Okay, this person has lived all her life as a wallflower, but this person now wants to be seen. She wants to walk around and she wants to pass and people would see her. So I kind of built that collection around the wallflower, around a wallflower rather. So your inspiration is what is going to propel you towards the direction you take for the collection. Then so from your inspiration, you go right ahead to the color. That is the color story of the collection. Most design collections, if you want, you can use like one single color for your collection, but then most times it's actually better to use complementary colors so that we can have like a different depth to the way the pieces would look. So for example, if you are going to launch this fashion collection on a runway and all of that, as the models and your pieces are coming out, if there's like a different range of colors, like the first 3 pieces are out and then the next 3 pieces are another color is in, and the next 3 pieces are in another color that is complementary to the first 3 colors, so it kind of makes it sync, like the whole collection syncing and all of that. But then if you want to like use one color, it just depends on you and what your design concept is. So you can decide to pick like blue and shades of blue, or you can decide to do, okay, I want to do just primary colors. Most times what I do is to check the Pantone color scheme. So I check on, okay, what is the color trend this year, and what is the color of the year and all of that. So I kind of just build my collection around that Pantone color theory and all of that. So when you have your inspiration and color story intact, that kind of propels you towards okay, what's next, what fabric do I want to use for this collection, and all of that. Now the third component you should consider is to create a mood board. And a mood board is basically a board filled with pieces of ideas that you have based on that collection, pieces of ideas through design concepts that you have based on that collection. So you kind of create a board and pin all of these things together onto that board. So your fabric will be pinned, fabric swatches that you want to use will be pinned on that mood board. Pictures that inspire you, you pin on that mood board, and all of that. So here's my mood board for my SS20 collection. If you look at that mood board, you will see my SS20 collection was basically about Obìnrin Àsìkò, I meaning new age woman. So I kind of brought a fusion of the 80s look, 80s African look, or basically 80s Nigerian look into like the present, how we can have that 80s look in the present. And then that is what, if you look at that mood board, you'll see the Ankara, the women with Ankara on top, and then that kind of represents the fabric I wanted to use for that collection. If you look at some of the items there, it kind of represents some of the colors that I want to use for that collection. And if you look at the styles too that I saved, that I have pinned on that collection, you see that it is like some oldie style. So the whole thing just helps me have a straight, just puts me in the mood for, okay, this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to like recreate some 80s look to make it more new millennium fashionable and all of that. So that is that for creating a mood board. And creating a mood board is very, very essential towards creating your fashion collection, because it keeps you in focus. Now the fourth component is to think of the design stroke sketch of your collection. So now is the time you start sketching, and then you think of the functionality of the clothing pieces that you are designing. Maybe you want your clothing pieces, you want them to have pockets, maybe because your woman or whoever you're making the clothes for is somebody that is always hands-on, somebody that doesn't like sit in one place, she's always moving from place to place, and you want her to like have a pocket on a maybe dress or trouser where she can keep her phones, or keep things where she can keep her phone or keep things, or maybe it's the buttons on your dress. You just basically think of the functionality. Okay, maybe your woman is someone that, okay, when she goes to work in the morning, in the evening she kind of goes to some place to unwind, and then you want that piece to be able to be you want that clothing piece to be transformed from daytime to nighttime. So you kind of think of all of the things that you want to do to that clothes, to your clothing designs, to fit into the lifestyle of whoever you are making the clothes for. Because if you have everything set and you have your target set, and then you are creating clothing pieces that do not fit into your target audience, it's a recipe for disaster. Now, the fifth and final component of making your design collection is to go straight into the technicalities, which this is where you draft your patterns and cut your clothes, your fabric, and all of that. Then you go straight into production. So for a design collection, for designing a collection, this is basically where it ends. So it ends at production, but then after production you still have to think of marketing and then sales, and that is basically out of this designing, because after designing that, it moves straight to, that is where you think of how it gets to your final consumer and all of that. So guys, if you want to see more of my collection and the inspiration behind them and how I came about some of them, you can check my website on www.mayowaoye.com. You can also check my Instagram page for my recently released collection, which I titled Collections for You. Now, if you have any further questions about how to design a fashion collection, or maybe you've made one in the past and you want to share your experience, please type it in the comment section so that others can learn, and I can also learn new tips from you. While you're here, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share with your friends. See you in my next video. Bye.